Hey everybody, Excalibur here, super bushy bearded version. I got something in the mail today. I've been waiting for this and for that napkin to fall on the floor for a very long time. This I've been waiting for a while. It started shipping out about a month ago. I got the notification. Actually, a month and a half ago, I got address notification that this thing was coming to me, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally, after Thanksgiving, I was hoping to get this before Thanksgiving, well before Thanksgiving. Other people in the area also got this before Thanksgiving, which irritated the junk out of me. But this, my friends, is something from someone who uses Ship Naked as their shipper. And it shipped all the way from Massachusetts to little old Richmond here. And here we go. Got this open. Let's see what we have in here. We have a box. It is a Kickstarter that I invested heavily in because I believe Hero Realms is going to be really kick butt. So not only do I have Hero Realms, I've also got some promo cards. I don't know how to play the game yet. I know how to play Star Realms. Hero Realms is very similar. I got my Star Realms promo pack 1. I got Star Realms United Assault. Star Realms United Command. Star Realms United Missions. Star Realms United Heroes. Hopefully they didn't fork the packaging because this super duper bunged up piece of paper was in there, and that does not make me happy if the cards are bent, and I will be contacting White Wizards if they are bent, because I like my games to be in really good condition. I also have the Hero Realms Ranger, Hero Realms Wizard, Hero Realms Cleric, Hero Realms Fighter, and Hero Realms Thief. We'll take a look at these cards in a second. I just want to double check that this is exactly what I got in my order. So let me just do a quick search. So here we go. We're going to look for tracking. And of course, there we go. Assault Command Heroes Missions. I got the promo pack. I got the base game. And then I got the Cleric, Fighter, Ranger, Thief, Wizard, and Star Realms promo pack 1. The box is trying to attack me. So let's go ahead and do some box openings. I'm sorry I'm not using my overhead camera because my office is currently inundated with a lot of boxes and bags and stuff since we are doing combat cleaning for holidays. So let's go ahead and open up our Hero Realms. Again, this was a very poorly thought out box initially coming out with all these promos. This box will not handle the base game sleeved, let alone all the expansions sleeved. But it's a very nice box. It is not deluxe by any means. Let's go ahead and open this up. Here's the rule book. This is by far better than Star Realms in any case. And let's take a look at this rule book really quick. There's nothing on the inside of the box. So here we are. We've got our rule book. That is nothing more than a fold out, just like Star Realms was, which I sort of enjoy. I really like that. So we have this graphic. We've got an overview, the setup, and all this other text and abilities and everything like that. How to play, more how to play, and icon reference, and the card list and credits and everything. So we've got all the basic stuff set up there. Let's toss it in there. We have one of the these crappy cardboard inserts. They never listen. They never learn. But there it is. The cards do not come with tuck boxes, so when we open these up, they're going to slide all over there. And, of course, when they're sleeved, they will not fit. Now, I've got my trusty, dusty... I generate a lot of dust in here for some ungodly reason. Could be dandruff issues, could be a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is my digital caliper. We're just going to do a quick measurement of the cards. And according to the caliper, it is 63 and approximately a half. By 88. So these are standard sized cards. That means that Mayday Games 7041s and 7077s and 7105s will all work. Plus all your other like Ultra Pros and Ultimate Guards. The stuff that you put Magic cards in will work generally. So the cards are looking pretty good. They do not have the band that you do that with, which makes me sad because that's the most effective way to wrap sleeves. Having to sit here and pick and pick and pick to try and not damage your cards is a pain in the butt. White Wizards learn that you need to have the little wrapper removal thing on your card packs. You have to have tuck boxes inside your boxes for your cards. Hopefully you'll learn from that if you watch this video. I paid for this game with my own money. This is not a review copy. It is my own copy that I purchased and pledged for. I was a late backer, unfortunately, but I get really, really picky when it comes to how games are packaged and how they are put in boxes. I'm going to have to go and get one of the big, long, white boxes. Like, I don't have... Well, I sort of have one over here. Let me see if I can get it out without losing everything. Here we go. You know, these long boxes that are used for, like, CCGs, TCGs, and comics and stuff like... And not comics, baseball, football cards, stuff like that. Now, the cards feel smooth. They do not feel linen finish, though you can tell that they have some sort of texture to it, so they're not really a deep linen finish. At least the ones that I have in the front. Maybe you can see the texture on there. I don't know. It's not focusing. Let's see here. The artwork is awesome. But, yeah, I can sort of feel it now that I'm moving them. But they're going to be sleeved. Currently, I'll be probably sleeving these in premium Mayday sleeves. So there we go. We've got our gold. We've got our combat. So we have ways to purchase and fight. So we'll be doing some damage. We have fire gems and several other types of cards. That'll give you combat by... This fire gem is worth 2 gold. And then you can, of course, trash it for 3 combat. It's just like Star Realms. And it looks like it costs 2 to purchase. So that's actually pretty nice. Then there are different factions. It looks like the green... There's green and red, at least in here. There's probably yellow and blue as well. So let's go ahead and side these here. There's supposed to be a bunch of cards. Yeah, there's yellow right here. And it looks like they use the same stuff. And this, oh, Wizards, White Wizard Games, you guys need to be consistent. Very consistent. Now this one is heat wrapped and sealed and not folded over like the other ones. Why would you have 2 different wrapping setups for your games? I'm sorry if I sound a little negative. The game looks amazing. I love Star Realms, and Hero Realms I've heard is as good, if not better. And there's a lot of things that are fixed in it. But the whole waiting for Ship Naked to get off their butt and do their job and send things out and everything has really crawled under my skin. And I understand Kickstarter fulfillment is a pain in the butt. It's the shippers that I've seen have issues with a lot of things. So I am seeing here, this is one of the character cards, it looks like. Hang on, I've got to get rid of this dialogue right there. That's like in the way of everything I'm trying to get into frame. So here we are. We've got Arcus, the Imperial Dragon. He is a champion. Come on, focus. There we go. Champion Dragon. And when you play him, you get 5 combat, draw a card. His allied ability is this icon, which I do not know. And this is a tap. So I guess you have to tap to attack. And Chrome really ticks me off. I hate Chrome. So let's see here. There are a bunch of other cards. I'll just go ahead and show you some of the cards here. I'm not going to show all of them. So Close Ranks is an action, it looks like, and then Command is an action. Then we have Darian the War Mage, who's another champion. So it looks like there are several different champions, and this is all in one faction. Now we have the blue faction here, or that could be equipment, because it looks like an equipment thing. We've got bribes, death threats, deceptions, firebombs. They're actions for rogues and assassins, it looks like. And then here's a guild mage. So yeah, it's in that's another faction. Then we've got the red faction with cult priests. And then we have these cards, which I think they're hit point cards. I am unsure, but they come in different colors. And then we have these, which also are probably hit point cards. I'm unsure. And then more gold. And then that's it. So I'll learn more about the game, and I can tell you more. I'll probably do a recording of a couple of things there. A couple of games. Let me get Chrome out of the way. It is bugging the junk out of me, and I am tired of it. There we go. It is out of the way. So that was just the straight base set. This here, the Hero Realms promos. Now, how can we tell they're the promos? Let's see here. They would normally have a set icon on them, and again, one of those kinds of wrappings, which, like I said, irritates the junk out of me. But I was able to get it done. So let's see here. What do we have? This, on each player's first turn, they get a 3-card starting hand. Play proceeds clockwise around the table. So this is Tybus Guildlord. Co-op challenge. Okay, these are the challenge cards. And then we've got Tybus, which I've seen a lot of people fight against. Basically, woo! There we go. Come on, focus. Man, it's almost as bad as a DSLR. For some reason, Logitech webcams do not like to focus on things. They keep auto-focusing. And there's no way to do this in OBS and get it to focus properly. So, there we go. Whenever this happens, he gains this. Keeps a revealed card. If you have any champions, Tybus stuns one. If not, discard 2 cards. Sacrifice every card in the market. Tybus gains 5 combat. So that's how things work with that, it looks like. We have tokens, which White Wizards did it again. Double-sided tokens, one of the most irritating features of these games. They did it in Epic, which was an epic fail, and they continued it on to Star Realms. I understand it's to save on production value, but to tell you the honest truth, when you double-side tokens, you limit the tokens considerably. So let's go here. There's zombies and legionnaires, And that seems to be the only 2 tokens that they have there. Let's make sure that these are all in the right order. Then we have some more cards, and it looks like the promo is right down here in the corner, so you know what's what. So we have Stone of Seeking and amulets and secrets. Looks like these are all equipment of some type. And we've got Bag of Holding and a champion here. So there's a lot of different things in this promo set. I'm not going to go through all of them, but it looks like there's a couple more champions that they had put up on the Kickstarter as stretch goals. So I put in for that. Let's get those guys there. Now we're going to set the Star Realms aside. I'll make that a separate thing. We don't need to open those here. We're going to take a look at the character deck. Here we go with the Thief. One of the things I really dislike about their packaging is their notching here. How's that not going to damage a card by ripping down and across? So, poor packaging on that part. It's nice and thick to protect stuff, but when you're trying to open up the pack, there's a really high chance of you damaging the edges of the card, marking them, and causing issues entirely. So, let me get out my knife of face maim. Oh, it's already out and around here somewhere. I think I used it and set it down right here. That could have been bad. So let's make sure that this works. There we go. The packaging is as important as the quality of the game, because if the packaging is not quality, you can damage the quality of the game itself. Alright. Oh, and I don't want to throw that out. I want to keep it around so I know what versions I have of things. So here we go. We've got the Thief hero deck. Now the hero decks were set up so that people, when they play a character deck, they have different abilities and stuff like that in their opening deck. And then, of course, they have the hit point card. So I think the hit point cards go something like this. They start off with 39, like this. So it goes... Oh, there we go. 39. There we go. 39. Let me just look at this. And that's plus 80 on the back. 39, 38, 37. When you get down to 0, you flip it to 20, and 29, 28, 27, down to 0. Then you flip it to 10, and so on and so forth. And then you're finally left with 9 and 0. On the back, you've got 50, 40, 60, and 70. So this can go up to 79. And 80 plus if you flip the card over. Now it looks like they've got a different graphic on either side. Very Asian style rogues, if you ask me. They look more like the anime style of a ninja or thief than anything. So let's get back to the front here. It looks like you start off with 52 hit points when you're the thief. And there's the male side. So you have a male and a female side. You've got sort of like a gambit, the thief ability here. And then you've got other abilities like pickpocket, or... well, there's the life cards, and then you get your rubies, and whoop, yeah, I'm damaging stuff now, and throwing knives and stuff that gives you damage capability. On the back of the heist, the thief ability, it's thief rules. It tells you what to do. Come on, focus. Focus. Alright, I'm going to have to go straight to my other cameras because this webcam thing is only good for like shots like this. And it doesn't like to focus up close. There we go. When playing with the Thief character pack, you begin the game with 52 health. You may keep score with 2 health tracking cards. Put those cards, the Thief character card, and the Heist and Pickpocket ability cards into play in front of you. None of these cards ever go into your personal deck. Shuffle the other cards. 2 ruby, 3 throwing knife, and 5 gold to create your 10-card personal deck. And then using Heist, it tells you what you have to do for Heist. And then on the back of Pickpocket, you have using Pickpocket. Using Pickpocket. Come on, focus. Why doesn't it want to focus? Well, anyway, it tells you how to use your pickpocket skill. And target opponent discards a card. It looks like you gain 3 hit points, but it costs you 2 gold and a tap to use it. On the Heist, you trash the card, and you may acquire a card from an opponent's discard pile by paying its cost. You may not use this ability on cards without a printed cost or during your first or second turn. So it's pretty much all based on the Thief character. And we'll go ahead and put that in the box. They might fit in there unsleeved. I don't think they're going to fit in there sleeved. Alright, so let's get the knife of face maiming. Make sure that I don't maim my face or my fingers, because I don't want to lose any digits. There we go. That was a little bit less painful. So this is the fighter pack. Set this aside, and it comes with a male and female character. The artwork is outstanding. They start with 60 hit points, and then you've got the crushing blow ability, which trash for 8, and then you've got yourself shoulder bash. That does 2, but it's like the Thief ability. You have to tap it and pay 2 gold. You get your hit point cards, and then you get your 10s and your 1s. So there's that. Then you get your longsword, which is one of the big swords. How about I just show you some gold. And then you've got some throwing axes, a lot of combat in here, and a shield bearer. Your shield, my liege. So it provides you with a guard of 3 to protect you, and then you get some money with the rubies. And then we're back to the fighter. There we go. So he starts off, and a bit like D&D, the fighter starts off with less money than the thief, but more combat capability. So let's take a look at this cleric. I think at least I hit the fighter, the cleric, the wizard, and the rogue. I'm going to need a sharper knife. There we go. Or maybe invest in a pair of nice sharp scissors. So here is the cleric. And we've got our female and male sides that start with 55 hit points. You start with a follower that taps to do damage. And you've got another follower that taps to do damage. And a spiked mace. Prayer beads. 2 money or 5 hit points. Wow, that's pretty powerful. And then gold. Let's get through the gold. And then we've got resurrect, bless, and the hit points. And again, double-sided. We're back to the cleric. So this is a very straightforward. There's no extra rules for it at all. There we go. It's on the back of Resurrect and Bless. Those are the abilities, so you'll get your information from that. Okay, our next... Oh boy, they're not really going to fit. Our next character is the Wizard. The Wizard is coming. The Viper is coming. There we go. This is the most I've used the Knife of Face maiming in a very long time. So, here's the Wizard main pack. They're trying to make it look like Gandalf, you know, your stereotypical wizard. Then you have your male and your female sides. Quite diverse. I like the fact that they're using both male and female. We have the Fireball spell, and the rules are on the back. We have Channel, and rules are on the back. The hit points, 10s and 1s. And then we've got all our gold, which should end about there. And then we've got all of our spell components in combat. And the familiar. The familiar is pretty nice. It's a cat familiar. It's a champion. As you can see right there, if it would ever focus. There we go. Feline. Tap, you can get a combat, a gold, or hit point. Meow. That's pretty nice. Oh, very thematic. And we've officially run out of space in the regular box. And this is like boss decks and campaign decks, which I'm going to have the boss decks and the campaign decks coming along. I got the adventurer tier. In a way, I wish I had gotten a playmat, but I'm not really too upset about that. I've got enough playmats from when I played Magic. And, ooh, let's get this guy in here. The next pack is the Ranger, which is an interesting first character pack. Luckily, they've got a plethora of character classes from D&D and other fantasy-based role-playing games like that. So, you can get a lot of them. The Ranger is more of... I think that came about more from Lord of the Rings than anything. So here we go. We've got the Ranger. There's the male side and the female side. And I don't know why she is so emo looking. Oh well, I guess that's what they wanted. And we start off with a headshot, which is the Ranger ability, and there's rules, and track. There you go. And then you've got your 10s and your 1s. And then the black arrow, if you remember Bard from the Battle of Five Armies, the Hobbit, the black arrow is what killed Smaug, or Smaug if you pronounce it that way. And then there's a hunting bow, and then the gold. Doink, 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 doink. And then the Horn of Calling. So he's got some magic items here. And that's it. So you got one big magic item. And no matter where we put it, we have completely run out of space. And these cards are going to be smashing up against each other because the divider wasn't made properly. This box was not made for expansions in mind at all. So that's an unfortunate. Overall, the artwork, I think, is beautiful. But you can't judge a game strictly on its beauty. Let's get this cover on here. Hopefully, the cards will not get damaged. I'm not going to shake this like I would a normal box because the insert is crap. And the box is crap in terms of holding everything. It's very hefty. Very, very hefty. I will be transferring this over to my... I don't have it readily available, but over to my box with all my Star Realm stuff in there, because Hero Realms and Star Realms may as well be in the same box, right? It's one of the big, long, like 1,000 count boxes like the one I just showed you. So I've got Colony Wars... and all the Star Realms expansions up to, except for these right here. So it's got all those, and it's got a set a copy of the original expansion. So we've got all of that stuff set up, and I'm just going to trim this because I really butchered this character pack. There we go. I wish I would have thought of this before, because this would have been a really nice cut at the top, and it wouldn't be so crummy, because I can actually put the character cards back in their sleeves, which I'm going to do, because I don't want them, yeah, they're already spilling all over the place in here. So let's go ahead and grab them, make sure that I got everything. Horn of Calling, there we go. So I'm going to make sure that both these games are always together, because we can play one or the other, and it will be completely awesome. So here's the wizard. It goes all the way to the familiar, if I recall. Yep. And then here's the cleric. And the fighter. With the throwing axe, shield, ruby, and then the thief. Let's make sure I have everything here. There we go. I think that's right. And I think I missed some of the... Yep, one Horn of Calling for the ranger. I think there are 2 Horns of Calling, or I may have not put it in. Yeah, I didn't put it in. There we go. And we got all the promos. So this is going to be fun. We're going to be doing a lot of sleeving of these things and getting them all put into place. And ready for recording matches. I did a couple of the Star Realms matches. They weren't super spectacular. Yeah, I can't even fit them in that way. They weren't super spectacular, but I've learned a lot since I did those, and I improved with my Magic the Gathering Commander videos. So I will be working on... Whew, that got scary real quick. I'll be working on those very on these matches very soon. I have to find some friends who are willing to record. I already know my friend Alice is probably going to be chomping at the bit to do some recording with me playing a game, and I know probably my friend Ruben will as well. Ruben is one of the guys that was doing what was it, Force of Will videos with George, and we also had a bunch of other videos that were planned to come out, but due to life and everything, they were not able to do certain things to get things going. So with life and everything like that, we just had no time. I'm gonna go ahead and now that's gonna bend them up. Now when you put the cards in here, they are completely loose. I would have been much happier if White Wizard Games had taken the Star Realms collector's box that they put out after the fact, and they had that available now. Why didn't they make it for Hero Realms? Especially with all this kit that they serve with it. So we've got these character cards, we've got the base set, we've got the promo cards for the first year, plus we've got a campaign mode coming up, and boss cards as well. So that's a whole bunch of stuff, and they planned the game in this. Now the base set, yeah, put the base set in something like this, make it thinner, you don't need it this thick. If for the non-sleevers. Now for people who sleeve, you're going to need about another half-size box of this. And for those who are going for the whole shebang, the whole kit and caboodle, like many of us did, the deluxe box should have come as a regular card collector's box that allowed us to put the entire thing in there. Overall, it looks awesome. It sounds like it plays awesome, and I'm going to find out. We're going to be playing some very soon. I'm probably going to be bringing this with me on my Friday night gaming and my Sunday and see if there are people who are willing to play. But overall, I think it's alright. The good thing is this comes with rules. This deck is a complete game for 2 to 4 players and contains rules and 144 cards. To expand the game for more players, use an additional deck or add-on Hero Realms character packs. And that's what these are for. So I could handle up probably to a 6-player game, but it's going to get sluggish and slow the more people you add on. So, this has been an unboxing of Hero Realms by White Wizard